One of my favourite tracks, so I'm hoping it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, Silverstone's a great track. If anybody can hear us out there, I'm just having a bit of issues at the moment with the stream, so just bear with me. Okay, yeah, we are actually live, so hey everyone, welcome to WRL World Spin Racing League, 7th round of the season at Silverstone. As always, we have a full qualifying 50% race, 17 on the grid as it stands, don't know if there's any more joining, we shall see. I'm not here on my own, we've got a fellow commentator, so welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining me. Right. Okay, I didn't have any sound there for a second, so I may have missed something. Right, let's find whoever's first on track. So we got Matex is up first. So as it stands right now, 17 on the grid. Oh, it's just gonna. Sorry, hang on. I turned my headset up and it's just gone really, really loud. Alright, that's a bit better. Right. Okay, yeah, so 17.
Who's that first?
Matex is going to be first across the line. So he's just coming round towards the end of the outlap now. I'll leave you with that. I'm just going to do a couple of shares for people in Discord.
Code 5 Matex.
It's Pura Matex. He's changed his name. It was just Matex. He's changed it to Pura Matex for some reason.
Yeah, it is.
Hey JMB, thanks for joining the stream, mate. Sorry, we've just been having an issue or two.
Is my audio included or
If you just talk a little bit, and I'll turn my stream up. Hey JMB, thanks for joining the stream, mate. Sorry, we've just been having an issue or two.
Matex doing really well so far.
Yeah, your audio's included. That's fine.
Alright.
Excellent. Okay, anyway, to the action. So, Matex on his way round to complete the first flying lap of the session. What I was trying to say earlier on was...
solid from them.
Yeah, all good so far. Into the stadium part of the
Could be a
lap.
guaranteed top 10 contender, maybe. I'm not sure what the laps are around Silverstone in this game. To wait for him.
28's not too bad. I would think the pole time coming in to be in the 27s. High 27s, maybe mid. But obviously it's just it's just Q1, so it's just about getting through for the moment. It's a new one for me. Eros Massico 31-0, Bob Dylan 31-0, 31-6 from Ghost Rider. Glads is on a lap, so just him for the moment.
Well, that's only a flying lap.
Yeah, so Baz is crossing on 51-0, so he's obviously had an incident. So, Glad's just about to come through now.
It's
Yeah,
got to
pretty
be
good.
Matex.
28.2, yeah.
It's a really good lap from him.
Just good enough from him. And Piccolo Loco's gone into P3. And Williams on 28.7. Anybody else on the hot lap? I think Thy Holy Mousy. What a name. P4. Not sure why, but Drunken Shamrock sat in the pits with intermediates on. So don't come out. Yeah.
Another flying guard though, I think. We struggled around the first couple of corners there. A little bit wet. Yeah, wide there again.
There we go. Right. Right, I can concentrate properly now. I've done everything I need to, so... there we go. Right then. Okay. So, sorry, who am I on? Yeah, in a moment. Mr. Heat Gang. Just about to cross the line. Oh, 52.4, so clearly something happened there. Dylan... oh yeah, from when I spoke to you last week, I found out it's not Dylan, not Jay. It's Dylan. He's told me. He's invalidated.
I'll stream wherever yeah, my Xbox just completely shut off.
Oh no, losses is round.
Mercedes is parked in the track.
That's him. No losses. He gets it going again. I didn't see what happened, but there's no damage, so I think it's just a standard spin. Oh, he's round again as well. Standard spin, I think. And he's lit the tyres up, which is why he's spinning again. He's got to be careful. So, off he goes. Good. Good to have Winter Place back. He's missed a few weeks. Hey, Bob Dylan. Saying hi in the chat. Nice lap, mate. You doing alright so far? I just like looking at the names. There's no one... I mean, there are a few drivers I don't know. But other ones I do know, I wouldn't like to pick which two drivers would leave us in the first session. To be honest. All pretty quick. Supply Raptor. Yeah, I think... Yeah, he's having a good lap. Through cops now. Oh, he's run wide in cops, but it's not invalidated. It might do. He would have had to come off the power to not invalidate through cops, so it might... Yeah, no, it's 1061. Yeah. A little bit, but the 1061 through sets of 2 wasn't really quick enough. It should be in the 105s around there, so... Well, yeah. I mean, saying that, I think the lap is going to be good enough to get him through. I don't think it's that bad, but 130.7 puts him in P7. It's full quality, so, yeah. Yeah. $300 share. Yeah. He impressed me last week. He took my driver of the day last week. He was absolutely outstanding around Canada. Got a few drivers on outlaps. Might just have a look, see if Winter Place is going again. No, it's not. Yeah. Oh, and that's Mr. Heat Gang's round. Right by the pit entry as well, so he's straight in. Oh, he's probably going in there anyway. Shamrock then, just started the lap. Okay. Cool. So Drunken Shamrock at the moment. 28-2 in the first sector. Merc on the way out the pits. I think we've only got one Merc, haven't we? Actually, I think that's no. Oh god, no losses. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to say all bloody afternoon. He's gonna have to, isn't he? Yeah, just on his own. Right. Now Drunken Shamrock through sector 2, 105.4. So he's 7 temps faster than Winter Place. I'm not sure about sector 1, to be honest. Right. Okay. Shamrock then crosses the line, 129.8 from Drunken Shamrock, Finn McLaren. So we're currently 1 and 5. Yeah, so Dylan's invalidated, yeah, so JD Racer's on 1. Say that, JD Racer invalidates through cops. Where's Bob then? He's coming up to the end of sector 1 now. Brilliant. Bob Dylan's a couple of attempts up in the first sector, so improving. He is technically in a bit of trouble because he's the second last at the moment. At the ones that have set laps, that is. Yeah, that was cops. This is Maggots and Beckett's now. It looked good through there. Top 3 now retired out. They've decided they've done enough, which I think they're probably right. I didn't actually see his time through sector 2. Oh, he has a wobble. Yeah, they will though. They will. Those top guys won't be pushing all out at the moment. They just wanted to get their lap on the board and retire out. Glads is saying that he's desyncing again. Up to a 29.7, so that was... Yeah. Oh no, he invalidated it. He's still on 131. The last corner. But that would have put him up into P5, maybe even P4. It's Piccoloco. Oh no, Piccoloco's on a 28, sorry, so P5. Yeah, it was a 29.7 he did, so yeah, he would have gone into P5. But, JD Racer. Oh! JD Racer's round. Yeah. Yeah, so he must have done it on the final corner then, because it's invalidated this in the next lap. So, JD Racer has to abort. Sorry, yeah. JD Racer's had to abort and pit, which means he's under pressure now. We're into, well, just coming up to 3.5 minutes left, and not Bob Dylan. It's Dylan is already out. He's in 16, and is just 16 and 17 this session. So Dylan's out, and JD Racer's in trouble. He's got a he's going to have one lap not to invalidate. With his pace, he doesn't need to drive flat out to do it, though. So, he should be okay. Yep. So, heat gang. Is that a plus or a minus? I think that was a plus 6 temps. I think he's 6 temps down. But he must have had issues going through sets 2 and 3 last laps. He's And he done a 1:4:52.4. Certainly looks alright. I'm not sure what he... Oh, he's round at Cops. Well, he's got plenty of time. He's got 2.5 minutes, so... Yeah. I just wonder if... Yeah, so... Check is invalidated. Hammy is on his way out, so... Oh, he spun it as well. I start talking about it on his spin. Yeah. Yeah. What you'll find, if people are using their time trial setups around here, they're going to be running higher front wing than rear, which will leave them prone to spinning. I'd imagine they'll change that for the race and then go the other way. But, it is the best for the fastest for your qualifying. It is the best to go with that. Just the heat gang then. He's just over a minute, so yeah, he'll be right. Mr. Heat Gang, just over a tenth down in the first sector. But as I said, it's sector 2 and 3. There he crosses the line. But, Mr. Heat Gang gets 3 cops this time. Coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now. Let's see where he is in sector 2. So this must be where he had the issues on his first attempt. Oh, he has to be really careful. There. 9. Just set a time, innit? He don't have to push, does he? He just needs to get a time on the board. And he'll be fine. He's just about to cross it now, he's okay. Heat Gang then manages a 29.9 in the end, he goes up to P7. Checo is... Oh, sorry, no, I'm wrong. Sorry, no, it's the other Ferrari. Ghost Rider just crossed the line. Checo's on a lap in a moment. And, yeah, Checo invalidates it. But, so, all JD Racer needs to do now is keep it on track. You don't need to push. Just record a time and that will put him ahead of Checo, so... Yeah, 29.4, P5. Hammy then. Now Hammy is in P15, he's just about to cross the line and he goes up to P4 on a 28.7, very nice lap. Bob improves by 8 tenths, so yeah, goes up to P11. Yep, in fact they are out, that is it, so... Yeah. No, well he was on a lap, but he invalidated and was out of time. So, in fact, he's mentioned in a chat now. Actually, so he ran wide at the end and it invalidated it. Hey Joker, Joker's joined us. Good luck, Glads and Ghost. Oh, hang on, Joker. That's not the Ghost you're thinking of. That's not Ghost Rider. I got confused by this when I first joined WRL to do their comms, because we know another Ghost Rider from Ark, and yeah, it's not the same person, Joker. Oh, Supply Raptor's left the session. We'll have to get him. Just keep an eye on that. Make sure he comes back. Well, in fact, let me go straight on and invite Supply Raptor straight back in. Yeah, so McLaren fastest for Supply Raptor. Let's go down to the bottom. It's about the people that don't make it, really. So Dylan and Checo, unfortunately, not able to get times on the board. Could make it interesting for the race, though. Those guys trying to claw the way back through the field. Should be interesting. There's too many of the Ghost Riders, can't keep track. Well, good luck to everyone all the same. That's Joker saying that. Right, so we head into Q2, so it's all about who gets into the top 10 for this one. No. Because it's equal performance, it is more. I think it is randomly generated at the start of the season, and it was just really unlucky for the rest of the teams. Really, that we ended up with Glads and JD Racer in the same team. But as the season goes on and people drop out, they're just replaced basically with reserves. So. Yeah. Well, do you know, I've been involved with a lot of realistic performance leagues, and when I first ran one, I love them. I love realistic. When I first ran one, we did it on the basis of the fastest guys being in the slowest cars, with the slowest guys in the fastest cars, like. But it didn't work. It really worked in the sense that it brought the field a lot closer together, and the racing was really close. So it works in that way, but the fastest guys, just because they're really fast, they don't want to be in a slow car. So this was on 21, so the fastest guys were in the Haas every week. And they don't want to be in the slow cars, they want to be in the fast cars, so we kept losing drivers because of it. But, yeah. So... this was my league, it was called ARL. So it's gone now. No, we closed it down. I mean, I was jointly running it, but the actual guy who was boss, like the owner of it, just decided to join another league and shut it down. Instead of passing it on to me, I would have kept it going otherwise, but Raptors joined back, so that's good. But yeah, I'm in another one on a Wednesday night now. We've got a drive-in that does contracts, and you've got to be signed for a certain price, you cost so much, and stuff like that. So, that's ERC. So... yeah. Yeah. I think I've seen it on a Facebook page or something. Advertising. But yeah. Yeah, no, my one later on at 8 is hybrid racing tonight. Right. Cool. Right then, looks like Matex is first out again. He's just catching the back of Heat Gang, but Heat Gang well out of the way, so that's alright. It resets it every session, which is annoying. So yeah, you just need to press X and bring it all back up again. You'll be able to see it.
Fastest sector 2?
Yeah, well, no one's set a lap yet, so he's fastest in every sector, but it wasn't that quick actually, so I don't think it's going to be Matex's fastest lap of the qualifying.
Here we go now.
Oh, it's a 28.7 miles.
28.7.
Can't have done that slow. I must have misread that. I think so, yeah. I think anybody in the 28 can probably rest easy. I don't know if I'd retire mine, but I think I'd hang about and just make sure. But yeah, if you're in the 28, you should be. Yeah. Right, JD Racer is invalidated. Trying to... Is that... Well, the other one of the McLarens, is it Drunken? On 30.6, but he'd invalidated it. So, another one. Who's the Haas? Is that Winter Place? Nope, it's the other one, so it's Baz. And he's into the pits. Ghost Rider then. Okay. Ghost Rider then across the line. It's a 30.7. That does put him fourth at the moment, but we'll need to improve on that. Just have a look. Yeah. I think he might have backed out because his ERS ain't going down, so he must have turned it off. So he's backed out of this. Yeah, 106, 107 and a half through. Yeah, he's backed well out of it. JD Racer then. I didn't see a split time, so... It is 28016. It'll get there, don't you worry. They'll definitely get in there. 27s. 29.3 for JD Racer, puts in P4. Glads, I actually raced. I raced with Glads just a couple of weeks ago here at Silverstone, and he was comfortably in the 27s in quali, took pole position. Yeah, it's taking some getting used to. I was doing a bit of time trial on Miami earlier on, so I got 2 Miami races next week. It's nightmare. Just Heat Gang invalidates. Anybody else? Cirrus Masako? Yeah. So, who are these outlap guys are going to be first to start a lap then? I think it's going to be Supply Raptor. So, yeah. Yeah, so Piccoloco just behind him. Supply Raptor was fastest in Q1. See if he can match Glads this time. We'll see. Who spun? Ah, right. Okay. Ooh. Matex is retired from the session in the pits, so... Oh, absolutely, yeah. If he feels that's good enough, so I think he's probably right, yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I think he will. It's, it is a decent lap time. I think it was 104.5 through sector 2, so he's on for 28 comfortably. He might actually go fastest. Oh, he's struggled with a bit of traction, so he's not going to be fastest. 29.1 in the end. Just lost a bit.
I think that could be still him through though. Barely.
Looks like Glad's
Piccoloco's in a better lap time than him.
Yeah, he's gone P2. I think he could be safe there. I still think Supply Raptor's probably safe. But I wouldn't. Again, I wouldn't retire on it.
From what happened when he kept drifting a little bit and lock up everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what cost him so much time. 29.1 in the end. 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 29.1 in the end.
Baz just about
Especially that
across the
first little corner
line
where
to a
everyone-
29.6. That's a nice lap from Baz. Puts him into P7.
So this is where it starts to get interesting to see where lap times come up, really.
Definitely.
Jay goes for it, he doesn't.
Winter Place then is next to cross on a hot lap. Leave. Glads retires it out. He's happy it's done it. He seems to be struggling a bit, Glads, with connection issues. He had an issue last night in our race, but oh yes, yeah. Matex has joined. Clearly people are having some issues getting kicked out. Anyway, Winter Place has done a 28.7. He goes into P5. Yes. He's invalidated. Ghost Rider in a Ferrari, just sending up to cops now. Let's see what he's like through sector 2. He's currently on his PB at the moment, so 30.7, but he can definitely go quicker than that. So Rust, yeah. Ghost Rider 6. Looks like Ghost Rider's heading towards the 29s. 6.5 temps up. Needs to find a bit more to get to the 29s, but it's a better lap. Thing is, he actually needs to find over a second in total to go ahead of Bob Dylan and get through. And doesn't. He finds 4 attempts in the end. He actually lost quite a bit in sector 3. So stays P11, but improves time. Shamrock's just started another attempt. Yeah. JD Racers. Oh, actually, who's further around the lap? Yeah, JD Racers further on the stream. It's yeah, still 3 minutes on the board, mine. Just plenty of time yet. He does, and he's so far found 6 attempts through the first 2 sectors, so he's heading into the 28s now. Somewhere around Matex. If he finds a bit more, it'd be somewhere around Piccoloco. Here he comes. Out the final corner. 28.5, so he goes P3 for the moment. That's plenty good enough, so... Heat Gang... oh, hang on, Drunken Shamrock is, by the looks of it... well, he's going to get a time on a board, but it's a terrible time, so... we won't bother watching him over the line. I think he's probably going to go again. Mr. Heat Gang... he's coming up smagging some Beckett's. Yeah, he had to join back. We lost him. Yep, Heat Gang just come around. Well, they all are. Heat Gang does improve and up into P8. So he goes P8 by 1,000th of a second ahead of Baz. Oh, he's out. What's he done? Yeah, it's not alright though. Not to retire on track. You don't do that. You just drive right into the pits, basically. So, shut up the losses. Shamrock's invalidated again. Shamrock now, how many laps have you done on these tyres? Can we have a look? We can. So this is completed 2 laps. This would be number 3. So Shamrock. Okay. Oh, Supply Raptor goes fastest. 27.8. It's invalidated. Yeah. So. Yeah. Let's Ghost Rider finish this. The Ghost Rider's out. Gives him a chance, and Baz is the one in trouble. Can Shamrock? It looks like Drunken Shamrock's on a lap that's going to get him through. Shamrock crosses the line, 29.2, he's gone into P8. It's only 1,000th extra. So, oops. It's a McLaren. I think that's it then. So Baz is out by 1,000th of a second to Mr. Heat Gang. That's gotta hurt. Holy Nelsie out, Ghost Rider out, Eros out, and the losses are out. That is it. Yeah. Well, he's actually just done another lap and gone up to P9. He ruined it. So that is it. No, that is it, mate. Everybody's finished. So. Didn't manage to get one on the board. But, fair play then to Bob Dylan. Yeah. So fair play to Bob Dylan. Heat Gang, Drunken Shamrock, Winter Place, Maytex, Piccoloco, JD Racer, is best, TTB Clads, and Supply Raptor all through. Oh, but look at that. Supply Raptor has a grid penalty. So he... I have no idea, to be honest. But whatever it was for. Actually, I think I do. He's in a McLaren, and there was a McLaren in the pits at the end. And somebody hit him. So, I think he's been hit from behind going into the pits and has been given a grid penalty for it, which is going to be pretty annoying for him, assuming that is when he got it. So, there's not a lot that could be done about it. We can't restart qualifying, so... Not really. I mean, I don't really know Mr. Hate Gang too much, but he's done he's got 3x3 attempts, so... No, the drivers that I know, they're all the ones that you'd expect to. PRF1 is Fridays. Oh, I didn't say PRF1, I changed it. I think the when I first started the stream and then it turned off and I had to start it again, it's reverted back to my title from Friday night, so it says PRF1 instead of WRL. But it don't matter, I can edit that after, so it's not an issue. Most likely, aren't they? Yeah. Supply of Raptor would definitely want pole. Because because obviously he's got the 5-place grid penalties, so yeah, he's just having a look. I think is it Matex again? He's been out first. It's Matex, yeah. He is. He must be going for the TV time, I think, to get a bit of money for Williams. Must be what it is. He's not first anymore. Hammy Best just overtook him, so Hammy will be first too. Yeah, that's what it is. I must admit, one thing I do find is you can't heat the tyres up enough on an out lap before starting a hot lap. Not to where they're in the ideal range, in a way. So I've got this idea at the moment that maybe at shorter tracks it's better still to do 2 warm-up laps before doing a hot lap, so they're in the right temperature.
Oh my word. Yeah, just go back in.
Right, so yeah, well, I don't want to do the same driver as you, so if you're going Supply Raptor, I'll go Gladzen. Yeah, no, I meant for pole. Yeah, sorry, so I said it, if you're going to go for Supply Raptor for pole, I've got to go differently, so I'm going to go Glads instead, and we'll see who wins that one, but absolutely. There's other drivers that can do it out there, so JD Racer can definitely do it. And I would never expect Hammy or Matex to be that far behind either. So, and Junkin Shamrock at some tracks shows an incredible pace at some tracks. So, yeah, yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things I've noticed actually, because I'm a pad player, but I do find if you compare that to people who use the steering wheel, as Hammy is round, coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. So. Yeah. Yeah, so I find it that on pad it's harder to straighten up the steering when you're coming out of corner, and therefore harder to get on the throttle earlier. But I think that's one of the biggest differences between the two. But, oh. Matex then does a 28.4, but Glads is now fastest on a 28.1. But from what we've seen, you're going to have to be in the 27s to probably get pole. The way it's been in previous weeks for Matex, he's had a couple of bad weeks with crashing and qualifying, so he's had to make his way back up from the back. So it'd be a bit weird for him to only start with a couple of drivers in front of him, or even from pole. I'm with Mr. Heat Gang at the moment. Piccoloco goes fastest. Oh dear. Heat Gang up to P5. So
if you spectated Matex, I don't think you did you? Yeah, goes back again.
I missed Matex. Glads has just joined again. What is going on with his connection? It's really struggling.
I just watched Matex cut the entire track, and he almost just crashed into the ball and could have been out of the session.
Right, he already had a time on the board as well, so he's done that on what should have been an in-lap. I'm on with Bob Dylan now, who started his first hot lap of the session.
Pico Loco's looking to improve his time currently. He's
Yeah,
looking alright so far.
I agree, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider says TTV Glads will be a contender. We know he definitely will. He's got more time. As I said, he got pole in another race that I actually raced with him in, and we actually finished first and second. And but he got pole with a comfortable 27 in that race. So I'm sure he can.
Not sure if Pico Loco does it better on the F122 than he does on F121. I've seen him race in 21 and I think he got like 7th or 8th or something. Right. So I think he might do better than this game, I'm not sure really.
Yeah, he's looked good so far, Piccoloco, since he's come in. Bob Dylan
was a really solid driver though.
Coming through to the end of the lap. Where can the boss man go? He comes out the final corner and it's a 29.4. That puts him P6 just ahead of Heat Gang. So not bad from Bob. Supply Raptor on a lap. He's showing purple all over the track. And he's looked comfortable through that sort of, I forget what it's called, but the fast right-hander into the stadium and through the final corner now. Here he comes, and it's a 27.6, 27.6. So we're into the mid-27s. I think that's pole, to be honest. I do think that's pole. We'll see. Yeah. Absolutely. JD Racer's on his way round to start a lap. Bob Dylan's still on track, but obviously not improving. He's on a in lap. As a Supply Raptor, we just waited in really for JD Racer, who now crosses the line to start his, well, it's his second run, but he didn't get a time on the board first time, so.
I'm not sure if the McLarens hit each other. It looks like one of the McLarens slowed down.
Well, there's definitely a yellow flag round there, where they both are.
Like one of them hit each other, I think.
Not ideal for Drunken Shamrock, because he's on an outlap. It might have been that, one might have slowed down thinking. So, actually, yeah, I expect Drunken Shamrock probably slowed down thinking Supply Raptor was on a hot lap, but obviously he's not. JD Racer. It looks good so far.
Right,
yeah. Cops runs out wide and Cops invalidates. Yeah. It's
couple of inches to the right maybe, he wouldn't just have that lap.
Right, Drunken Shamrock didn't get any damage from whatever happened between the two McLarens, so he has started a hot lap. His PB at the moment is 29.384. It's all good through the first three corners.
Gets anyway.
Probably pit, yeah, pit, because he's just about got enough time to pit and get back out again.
I think he could have got pole.
Drunken Shamrock up to the end of sector 1, and he's already found quarter of a second. So now, I've just realised on the times actually, Drunken Shamrock basically has to improve by 9/10 of a second to displace Matex ahead of him. So it is looking a bit at the moment like we've got the top 5 and then the next 5. Although JD Racer may be part of that top 5, but it's like we've got two groups of drivers at the moment. Shamrock coming through Maggots Beckett's. He's a bit wide through Maggots. It's okay through Beckett's, so it was a Haas that got nicely out of the way for him. He's improved a bit more. He's nearly 4/10 up. So he is heading it into the 28s if he keeps this up. He is then. Here's Shamrock. 28.7 from Shamrock. Yeah. It is indeed. Who's that? That's causing a yellow there. That's Matex. Same place as last time. So he's going slow. He's got plenty of time to get back across the line and go, so that's okay. Heat gang then 6 temps up in sector 2. Getting up towards the stadium park now. Heat gang. Oh, he's had a little slide out the final corner, but it was a good improvement.
I didn't think Heat Gang would get that much time to be honest.
No, he's into the 28, so that puts him into P7, so he's done well there. Right, let's get
Lads
to...
was quite close to by Raptor.
Yeah, improved by half a second, Glads. So 27.695, unlucky. Piccoloco improves into the 27s as well, so 27.7. Winter Place is not improving. He's going to have time to get across the line though, so he's not finished yet, Winter Place.
JD Ray doesn't even set a time yet, really.
No, and I'm just looking at where he is. I don't think he's going to make it across the line.
He's not going to make a time. Oh no.
I've got yellow sector 2 at the moment, so I can't see the time, but...
That's
3, 2,
really
1, and that is out of time now, so... JD Racer is not going to get a time on the board.
JD Racer is going to be really furious with himself for not saying a time.
Yeah, it definitely is. Glads isn't giving it another go in a way. Loco, seeing Winter Place.
First time he set a 156 and he somehow made it into a Q3. I don't really think he bothered in the end, it seems like. I might be wrong.
He's on a lap at the moment, so he's...
Is he?
Yeah, he's coming through Maggots Beckett's now, and he's taking that very nicely.
He lost about 600 through sector 2.
He's purple in sector 2.
Somebody through sector 2.
That is Hammy.
Was that him?
Yeah, that's Hammy. It was 103.9, very impressive.
It said he gained time. Oh, sorry, he lost time on my screen. But... Hey, this is looking promising.
Yeah, he did have some traffic, but I think they both got out of the way in time. Ooh. Here he comes, 27.9. So it's P4 for Hammy. That's his best qualifying performance so far in WRL. Into the pits then, Winter Place, so we didn't get a second run in the end. Matex nowhere near improving, so that is it. So... Well, there we have it. So, it is pole position for Supply Raptor with Glads in P2. So you were absolutely spot on with that. Piccoloco P3, really not far off. Very, very close. Hammy is best is P4. Winter Place P5. Matex P6. Drunken Shamrock 7. Heat Gang 8. Bob Dylan 9. JD Racer 10. But don't forget, Supply Raptor has a 5-place grid penalty. So he will drop to P6 while... all of the others will be promoted.
To get pole.
Yeah, so Glads will actually start from pole with Piccoloco in P2. And Hammy in P3. Can't remember the other off the top of me.
Very interesting.
So, yeah. Hammy up to P3, Winter Place up to P4, Matex up to P5, and Supply Raptor will start P6.
If you put it last.
I think he would have been if he'd have got a time on the board, without a doubt. So, there we have it. It does make it interesting though, when you driver that's got to get past a few cars. I'm sure he won't hang about doing it. Also, Matex has looked superb actually in race trim in the last couple of weeks, so see how he does, starting a bit further up the grid than he has managed the last couple of weeks as well. So, yeah, it's not a bad qualifying really. It should lead to a good race. Right. Now we're supposed to get a quick break here. So, but I'm going to go and make some coffee because hopefully we'll get a break. But yeah, it'll be a formation lap first and then the race at Alright. So I'm going to just go nip and make myself a coffee. Very nappy. Okay, so we didn't have a break. Let's just have a quick gander at the tyres then. So, well, everybody on medium tyres except for Shamrock, who is on softs. So, only the one difference. Ah, they went straight into it. I don't know why they do that. It's supposed to have a break, but done that a couple of weeks now. I keep getting caught out by it. Yeah. Yeah, I have, yeah. Yeah, I got my coffee, yeah. I've got it all made in a pot, like, ready. Right, yeah, so I was just saying that absolutely, you've got to make sure you've got a fresh pot at the start. Yeah, so basically everybody's starting on mediums apart from Junk and Shamrock, who's starting on softs, which is interesting. But it is actually possible to do a one-stop soft to hard here. So I assume that's what he's doing. You wouldn't want to be taking 2 pit stops at Silverstone, unless it was because of a safety car. It's the longest pit lane of the season now, Silverstone. So, or maybe not the longest pit lane, but it's because the pit limiter is only, I think it's 37 miles an hour or something. It's the slowest pit lane of the season, so it takes forever. Yeah. I don't know why it's down at 37 miles an hour. The other, you'd think all tracks would be the same. I don't know why there's differences around the tracks. Yeah, I guess that's what it is, but I don't know why it's different in different countries. Like, unless it's Formula One, why it's not just one universal one. Unless it's got something to do with the rules of the country. I don't know. So they bring it round in a way. So it actually means we got the 2 McLarens together in 6th and 7th as well. We'll be on. Well, being on broadcast, the disqualification, that's people not parking in their pit box, their grid slots correctly. You usually get 4 or 5 every race, so we're on Hammy anyway for the start, but on the broadcast mode, so the lights are all on, and there's a jumper, and that's free drive-through penalty straight away. I don't know what Holy Nelsie is doing. He's literally just trimming up the middle of everybody and taking the lead of the race, but he's got a drive-through. It is at the moment, yeah. Yeah. So, fine. Oh, and Hammy is round. He completely jumped the. Holy Nelson just jumped the start and just drove through the middle of everyone to take the lead. So. Well, a drive-through is going to cost him around. Might have been, but it caused two others to jump as well. Ghost Rider and Eros have jumped as well. Reacted to him, so they both got drive-throughs. Glad. On the straight. Oh, Glads is having a look now. Tiny bit of contact and it's a tiny bit of contact and it's just made Glads spin slightly. That puts Williams P1 and P2. We got a full track yellow, which means it's either a safety car or a virtual safety car. And I think at the moment it's virtual. I can't see a safety car leaving the pits on the track map, so I think it's virtual. Yeah, so someone got damaged. Now, what I don't know, if these guys were obviously pitting to get rid of their drive-throughs, but if a virtual safety cars come out, are they still going to have a drive-through then? Yeah, Holy Nelsie's still got a drive-through. No, he hasn't. He got 5 seconds for speeding into the pit lane, so they have taken a drive-throughs, apart from Eros. So... They didn't... No, but they were getting rid of their drive-through penalties, though. Well, Ghost Rider did, but Holy Nelsie's got one. Well, Holy Nelsie served his, and now he's picked up another one. Yeah. Yeah, but Eros still didn't serve the drive-through, he just stayed out. Holy Nelsie served the drive-through, came out. He got 5 seconds going in to serve it, came out, and then picked up... And then he picked up another drive-through penalty, so... There we go. Now indeed, Shamrock goes to the outside. Right, yeah, Supplo. They were very, very close, to be fair. The first driver that's not within a second of the driver ahead for DRS is Checo in P8. Everyone above him's within DRS range. So we're going to have a huge DRS train. Got DRS in there. It'd just be holding. To be honest, if I was Maytets here, I wouldn't be that bothered about trying to get in front. He can sort of run around in the back, use the DRS to stay on the back of him, but save his ERS rather than trying to get through at the moment. But just to point out that yeah, just to point out that the two with drive-through penalties have now served them, so Eros is now penalty-free. Holy Nelsie served the drive-through, he's picked up another 5 seconds, so he's now served 2 drive-through penalties and now has 10 seconds as well. We see. Yeah, I'd say I do another comms at 8, and I'm always off in time for that. So the races aren't normally more than 45 minutes, and we're already 4 laps in, so should be about half hour from here. The qualifying is actually longer than the race when you're doing 50% race and do full qualifying. So It's 50%, yeah. So, Supply Raptor at the moment is just pulling away from Matex. And Matex is using his energy, so he's struggling to stay on the back of him. Yeah. Oh! Is that Raptor? Oh, why is he retired there? No, he didn't. He's retired out on track. Ah, that happens on first lap. It was an instant just for the pit lane. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Great start from Matex. Glad's going up to Cops. Surely not, so he's going to just want to stay on the back till the straight and get the DRS. 100%, yeah. It's just, here we go. Surely he's close enough here. Matex breaks the toe, but he keeps it to the one move. No. Oh, and Glads loses it. Oh, he somehow kept that going. The other Williams is having a look into turn 3, but not got it done, but he's going to have DRS down to turn 5. And look at this, Piccoloco is making a move up the inside of Glads. And he's into P2. He's got that done. They're going to be side by side for Cops. That's unreal. Brilliant driving. Fair play to him. It could have been. It absolutely could have been. Yeah, picks up 3 seconds. Where is he? He's P9 at the moment, so he's doing alright. Yeah, that will be 3 seconds. It's always the old corner cut in. It's unreal. Look how close they are. That's the top 7. All in a line, in a train. Set to 2 yellow. And that is Holy Nelsie. At least you could say he led the race for a bit, Holy Nelsie, at the start. Oh, he's around again. Who, Holy Nelsie? He's the one that's had 2 drive-through penalties, and now he's got 10 seconds as well. So, Glads then is. Did good defending. They head up to Cops, but it's going to be the same scenario. Glad's going to try and keep this close together, going through Cops, Maggots, and Beckett's. It amazes me when they stay this close to each other going through these corners. It's and he's off track. He's cut the corner, and the Red Bull Glads is going to get a move done here. It's Glads. I think so, yeah. Well, he couldn't get it done in the end there, Glads. I thought he was going to have a go around the outside, but he's backed off it, and He does. He's on the outside of turn 3. He's going to have the inside of turn 4 though, so... And that is done. And just behind, JD Racer gets ahead of the other Williams. Yeah. It does indeed, and we've got an overtake a little bit further down. Hammy has just gotten past Drunken Shamrock, but Shamrock's coming back at him. Oh, they're gonna go side by side. No, Shamrock backs out of it, otherwise they would have been side by side 3 cops. But I think that's sensible from Shamrock to back out of that one, to be honest. He was a bit too close to the inside. So, we're back to the... He's got the inside. So that is Red Bull into 1 and 2. Yeah. They are, and that looked like Piccoloco let his teammate through there, and he's did. Yeah. Yeah. Shamrock into the pits then, he's taking his stop, he's gone to hards, and he'll be going to the end from here. And if Drunken Shamrock's strategy works, and because he's going to come out on fresh hards, he's going to have to pace over these guys now, or he's going to have the tires over them, so it could be interesting. Oh, for goodness sake. Glads, what is with your connection? I invited him back, try and get back in nice and quickly. Right, he's joined, but he's got to get control of the car. Well, one of the Williams has dived into the pits. Piccoloco. Yeah. No. Still ghosting. Now he's got control of the car. So, it's not affected him too bad in the end. Could have been worse. So, right, so Piccoloco's pitted out of the battle and put hards onto the end, so he's effectively gone for an undercut here. Where is he coming out? Is he going to have a nice... He has got a nice bit clear bit of road, so he's got to get those hards up to temperature first, and then he can see if he can try and effect an undercut. Starting to happen a little bit, yeah. But they're all still within DRS range of the car ahead. Feel a bit sorry for the other drivers, just been such a great race at the front that we're not seeing anyone else really. But everybody else is spaced out. And there's another move. Hammy is now pitted as well, so he's reacting to Shamrock, and he's going to try and overcut Shamrock and Piccoloco. Sorry, he's started on mediums, so he's got to go to hards, so otherwise he has to pit again. And he is going to hards, so say that'll take him to the end. Where is Piccoloco? Yeah. going to be really close, you know. Hammy, I think Piccoloco's going to get through. No, he doesn't. Okay, so Piccoloco does not get through. The overcut works for Hammy, but he's got to warm his tyres up, so Piccoloco now overtakes him. So it didn't quite work for Hammy because of the cold tyres. What have we got here? So Glad's on the back of Matex. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's, that is so perfect for Glads. From me, Glads wins this race now. I can't... Winter Plates picks up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, 5 seconds. And... well, it's advantage Glads big time here. He can go for the overcut. Chico quietly just making his way into P2. It recommends 12, so it's supposed to be 12 on mediums, 14 on hards, but you can push them a bit further. But they've been racing so close to each other, I'd imagine he's taken quite a lot out of them. He'll pit this lap. He's going for the overcut, so... but... yeah. So, yeah, so what you'll see, Glads is going to pit this lap, and he's going to look to... He will have gained time, because of the drivers pitting will having to heat their tyres up, but he's going to be vulnerable while he's heating his, so... about 30 seconds of hits, I believe, so... no, he should come out he should come out in P2 just ahead of JD Racer. Checo. Yeah. So it's actually a Ferrari's going to take the lead of the race. So Checo leads. I was just looking at it down. Glads is going to get out plenty in front. He's crossing the line to allow him to speed up now. What's that? Glads has lost it in the pit lane. Glads spun it on the pit exit, and he's actually in the pit lane. I don't know if he's picked up any damage. No, he's not. I can't see any obvious damage to Glads, but he definitely lost it in the pit lane, and that's why he's dropped down to P7 instead of coming out in P2. He should have been out plenty ahead of JD Racer. So... he's out of the race now. He's not winning this from here now. He's too far behind. Yeah. It is. It does take about a lap to heat your tyres up, your hards up to a reasonable temperature. So you see a lot of drivers prefer to start on the hards rather than the mediums. But, so Glad's down to P8. Not looking good for him now, as Piccoloco makes a move for P2. Oh, and JD Racers round. I think... I can't be sure on this, but I think JD Racer just reset to track, but I didn't effectively see it. It's just the way it happened. Made it look like it did. No, not allowed to do that. It's really annoying. So basically, there's an option in the lobby settings to prevent any return to tracks, but it doesn't actually. Yeah, it doesn't actually take away the option to not reset to track. So I don't. But yeah, it's silly, really. Well, Red Bulls are back together again, but this time they're in 6th and 7th. Well, he's pushing them to go to softs, I think. That's the only thing I can think. So if he's going to go to softs, you can expect him to pit around about lap 17. But those mediums will be dying, mine. They've had enough by now. Yeah. Yeah, but it is too early. It's too early for softs. If he goes to softs now, they will die by the end. Ghost Rider gets a penalty. But his battle's not really for trying to win this race, is it? He was quite far down earlier on, so really he's... Well, I think when Checo pits, he'll come out just ahead of his teammate, so he's going to drop down to P8. But we'll see. Is he in now? I think he's in, isn't he? They're just gone. They're off the cliff. So it's early for softs. He's going to be struggling at the end if he goes to softs. But yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Shamrock's pitting again. He's in again. Well, that helps Checo. So, I'm not... Oh, Shamrock retires it in the pits, okay. I'm not sure what happens to Checo. I think he was served... I think Checo must have had a penalty to serve in the pits, because he was sat there for a bit with nothing happening, so... I'll have a look. I think it's Red Bull, but I'll take a look.
It's looking good from Williams, as you can see. Really good for the constructors and the driver standings as well.
Yeah, outstanding for them. Where am I? So, WRL. Standings. Yeah, actually, Red Bull are absolutely flying. Red Bull are on 198, Aston Martin are in P2 on 87, so they're absolutely miles ahead.
I don't think they'd be that high, to be honest.
No. Williams are in P3 on 83, so they're going up into P2 as it stands.
Who's the Aston Martin?
It's Dylan... Who's that? That is Dylan. It is T-Reds, who's not here tonight, but he's not scored any points, so... I'm not really sure how Aston are up there, unless there was a guy that left who was doing really well before he left, so he must have been Aston Martin, I think.
Because I'm in is it season 7 or
Yeah.
confused? Yeah, as it sounds, it says Aston Martin. For me.
Yeah, are you looking on the right? So it should be in the F1 standings. And it says season
I'm in F1.
WRL Montreal. So.
Is it F1 season 7? As the
Yes, it is season 7. So.
I'm checking the standing, and it currently says season 70% Red Bull, Alpha Tauri, and Williams.
Definitely not what it says on mine. No, you're just looking at the previous week.
Hey,
You need to scroll right to the bottom.
Okay. Oh, sorry. It's looking everywhere.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Pico Loco is now leading. He has a 3-second penalty, but Hammy is up into P2. Yeah. Hammy's up into P2. Yeah. Everybody is... Oh, absolutely. But the question is, can Hammy catch Picoloco? Because Picoloco's got 3 seconds of penalties. So... yeah. So there could be some changes come the end. So we'll keep an eye on that a bit later in the race, because obviously people pick them up throughout. So yes, that'd be the 2, yeah. So yeah, Winter Place. That's what he does. Drives consistently all the time. When he is on track, it's very rare to see him off the podium. But it looks like it's going to be that way today. Yeah, he's P4, but he's got a penalty as well. So as long as Matex and Hammy stay penalty free, then you'd think they'll hold on to their podiums. And at the moment, Picoloco is just edging the gap out to Hammy slightly. I'm just going to go down the field a bit, actually. Ghost Rider's cashing onto the back of Dylan. Oh, Dylan, who's in AI, apparently. And he's offline. I can't go onto his gamer card to invite him. So, there we go. It's Dylan not actually with us then. Yeah. Sklad's back in the car. He is... Oh, here we go. Matex on Hammy. Matex up the inside under DRS. And... yeah, I did. Matex must have got a really good run out of that corner going onto the straight. And there's a yellow flag. So the yellow flag that was on in the stadium section was Winter Place. He spun it and he's down to P6. So it does. Again, because he's got a penalty, it's unlikely, but not impossible, because plenty of laps to go. Matex or Hammy might pick one up themselves yet. But look at Matex flying now. He's already opened up over a second to Hammy. Matex can smell victory, I reckon. He's got
full concentration from Matex there.
100%. He's got 7 laps, well, 6 and a bit laps to make up 1.5 seconds now.
Depends how much time he gains per lap though, because he's gonna have to gain at least like probably a second.
Oh no! Because Piccoloco's got 3-second penalties, so he only needs 1.5 seconds.
Oh, yeah, true.
So it's just over 2 tenths a lap.
How much is
He
that?
needs to gain.
That's 5 seconds. That'd be amazing for me. I think be hoping for another penalty from Piccoloco.
Well, another penalty would seal the win for Matex, but I wouldn't rule him out. He is gaining. It's little bits at a time, but he is gaining. It only takes one tiny little mistake from Piccoloco to give a chunk of time up. As we've got an overtake a bit further down, Heat Gang has got past Bob Dylan for P8. Bob's not giving it up though. He did look at switchback, but it's not worked. So I'll stick with these two because it is our best battle at the moment. It's our only battle at the moment, to be fair. Ghosting is on, I believe. But they'd only be ghosting if they're being lapped or they've spun. If they're ghosting when they're just driving along, no one's near them, that's because they're not actually there. So, Heat Gang just edging away from Bob, but it's a cops. He's got it down to 4.3. Yeah. Oh, he's just dropped back slightly, and that makes it difficult. To be fair. No. He's gone on to softs. I think he's going to see if he can set a fastest lap. Anybody with a big enough gap, so... Well, Dylan isn't with us in a way, but so Ghost Rider could have another go. He could pit again, because he will be promoted ahead of Dylan in a way because he's not been racing the whole race, so... He's got the gap to Holy Nelsie that he could pit and have a go for the fastest lap. I would imagine he's going to push him out. If he pits, he loses 2 positions minimum, probably 3. So I think you'll see him push him out to the end. But he'll have to be very gentle with him. Yeah, he will. Yeah. I mean, if you remember at the start, when we had the big train of cars that were really close to each other, all within 1 second, there were 7 of them, and he wasn't one of them, and now he's in 7th, so he's done well, check out. But I do worry a bit for him about getting to the end of this race. Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, but Hammy's fallen out 3 seconds, so... Yeah, so that pretty much confirms Piccoloco. Yeah. He's got the chance, but obviously Matex has made that gap to him after overtaking him, so you'd think... It may depend a little bit on how much Matex took out his tyres trying to close the gap to Piccoloco. Yeah. They're both basically out of energy. I think everybody's basically out of energy, to be honest. Well, apart from Glads, who's just cruising around with 80% energy left at this point of the race. He might have a go for fastest lap in a minute on his irons. So that's all of them now. That's the top 7, all with penalties. And we are at a point of the race where I think, let's have a look then. So, they're all 3 seconds, apart from Winter Place, who's got 5. But that doesn't matter because Czech is 12 seconds behind them. So, they are effectively now all racing in the positions that it actually says they are. from what I can see, nobody is going to lose a place because of penalties. Apart from Holy Nelsie. Yeah, so he's going to lose one to Baz, but... I mean, that's impressive. That means he served 5 seconds in the pits and he still managed to pick up another 6 since then. So, to be fair to Holy Nelsie... Yeah. Yeah, in a way, you got to say fair play to Holy Nelsie that he's not actually running last. Oh, oh, hang on. Forget it. He's in AI. Okay, so yeah, he's on the back of Hammy. That gives us a bit of entertainment for the last few laps. Yeah, sorry, just to mention, so that it's caught on stream, Holy Nelsie is in AI, so we'll lose that position to Baz in a way, regardless. So Baz will be promoted 2 places because of people running an AI the whole race. So as Winter Place picks up another 3 seconds, still doesn't make any difference. Checking that's going to make seconds on it. So hey, Bob Dylan picks up another 3, but again, that's not going to make any difference. So pretty much now to the end, it's pretty much all about Hammy and JD Racer, I think. And I was right, Glads did go for a fastest lap. I'm not surprised. He's gone from 80% ERS to 19% to set that fastest lap. Yeah, he's got DRS. Yeah, that was a fair bit of weaving. Well, he's got one more lap after this one, so it's we got sector 2 yellow is a Haas, and I think it was Baz. Okay, cool. If you ever want to do this one, if you ever want to do this one, I can jump on track, so if you're ever available to do this one yourself, you can do. Well, that's... right. Right. Well, yeah, it's every week at 6, so yeah, if you ever want to do it yourself, and there's a space on track, I could jump on track. So, anyway, JD just fell out to 1 second. He's back inside the 1 second now, but he's not looking like he's going to get close enough, is he? Sector 3 yellow, that's a Ferrari. And that was Checo. So we've had it. Just wonder, is anybody... Nobody's fuel lights flashing, which surprises me. Getting through the corner, then lost on the exit. He's not going to in a way. I didn't see it come up, but he's picked up an extra penalty himself. He's on 6 seconds now. So that's his yeah, it would have been, yeah. Absolutely. Sector 1 and 2 yellowed out, and that's a Ferrari again. And that is Checo. Checo's been round right at the end, and he's lost a place to Bob Dylan. Pick a loco over the line then. So 1-2 for Williams. Gets it. Yeah. No. See, it's Racer in P4, Glad's P5, Windsor Place coming across in 6. He's only just going to hold on to 6th though, because there is... Yeah. But there was a change at the end there. Bob Dylan got past Checo, who spun, and then he spun again out of Cops, giving Bob Dylan the gap to hold on to P8. So that's Checo's tyres are just absolutely gone. Yeah. This Ghost Rider going to nick the position off his teammate. Hang on. Oh, he hits the back of his teammate. Brilliant.
That was the best way to...
I think he wanted to. Brilliant. So, Matex shouts no for picking up that C.
Who's your of the day today?
Wow. Honestly, you could pick out loads. I think I'd probably go for our winner today, Piccolo Coat. With a shout out to Matex, and Hammy as well. Yeah, basically our 3 podium boys all did well, but I think I would give driver of the day to Piccoloco.
This is the most cursed podium you'll ever see.
Yeah. Who would you go for?
I don't really know, to be honest. Probably say Piccolo.
Yeah. It's a difficult one, actually.
I shall just...
To be fair.
I think I'll give it a Hammy, just the fact that he's just trying and in the end podium, so I'm happy with his performance today.
Absolutely. He's had a difficult start to his...
in the end he has done it, so...
He had a difficult start to his time in WRL, but...
If Supply Raptor didn't get DNF, he would have missed that podium, I think.
Yeah, so... A few things, I think, for stewards to look at. Look at the amount of penalties. Pretty much the whole field.
So I was going to screenshot this.
Mr. Heat Gang, penalty free. Dylan, just to confirm for our boss man Bob Dylan, that Dylan was supposed to be 11, but he was not there. He didn't race the whole race, and Holy Nelsie just left very early on as well. So Baz is actually P11, not P12, because he was with us the whole race. But yeah, certainly some things for Bob and the guys to have a look at. Right, you're obviously on at 8 o'clock, as am I, so we won't hang about too much. But, it's certainly a very close race at the front, battling early doors, and that was really enjoyable. So, yeah, there's a couple of things to say to be looked at, but yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I enjoyed that, so thanks for joining me. And as I say, if you want to do it yourself in future weeks, then I can jump on if there's space. But if there isn't space for me, then we can do it together. But yeah, what I could do if you want is I can message you on a Sunday morning or something and just see if you want to do it. Yeah. Okie doke. We'll do that. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, thanks very much for joining me, It. That's awesome. And thanks as always. Thanks to everyone that's watched live. And everybody that watches back as well, because we really appreciate it. Yay! Well done. So, yeah, that's us, guys. We'll be back for WRL in a week's time. Same time next week. And, what Xbox you on? Yeah, it's just like an Xbox One X sort of thing. Yeah, so yeah, the Xbox One was really prone to overheating, to be fair. It's a little bit better, but yeah. Yeah. I used to turn mine on, it was like the fan in it was really loud. But yeah, there we go. You can get machines that you can use to blow, like I forget what they're called, but like compressed air that you can use to blow the dust out and stuff. But I can't remember what they're called, but you'll be able to find them online. But anyway, guys, thanks ever so much, and just bear in mind I'm on in just under 15 minutes. Yeah, so next Sunday 6 p.m. always 6 p.m. Yeah. Cool, so thanks very much, guys.